Hi, I'd like to just show you a simple feature that I recently added for Elaine, which is a reference manager for your terminal. And so if you would like to learn more about elaine-cli, I'll be placing a link under the video description for the tutorial or introduction to Elaine. But in this one, we're just going to explore the purge function. And what is purge, right? So I'm actually using this paper from 2024 that I wrote as an example for it. Let's say you wrote your paper and it comes with a very structured, schema. You started with main TX, sure. But then your paper became really long and it's hard to orchestrate the sections in separate scripts, separate TX files. Like here we have one in intro inside like a sections folder even. It's not even at the root level. And maybe intro has some citations here. We have some references. We have Benigno 2024, Bernanti, right? And other references maybe appear in results or maybe in related. Maybe in related we have Esken, we have Bergstra, and Google Union, right? And or Nguyen, right? And other references as well. So what this tool, what this function from Elaine does is it actually scans all the TX files that you have for your project, and it matches and it scans for all the references that appear there, and it checks if your references.bib, right, are actually mention these references, right? So let's say that you have this Bergstra reference, right? But it's not mentioned in anywhere in your paper. Then the idea would be to just delete it, right? But how do you know for sure that it's not used? That's where this function from Elaine comes in. So the only thing you need to do is obviously install Elaine with carbo install elaine-cli. You can watch the other video for more introductory functionality and installation. And then after that, the function that I'm showing you here is this eln purge dot, and that's it. That's everything you need to write in your terminal is to stop. Then what it does is exactly what I told you. Scans all the LaTeX files, TX. It even goes inside. It does it recursively. Goes to the sections folder, to the appendix folder, and looks at all these, and then matches. It also scans the .bib files, right, and matches which ones are actually present there, right? Here it says kept 30, even though there's only not 29 cited keys, because I think it's actually it's something that I need to correct, but it's definitely on this side. It is counting this one as a reference, okay? I think, but anyways, I digress. So what happens is you have this references.bib, which was the original one. It creates a new .bib purge file, which actually removes the references that are not found in your TX documents and that are somehow still in the old references.bib. So those are the ones that you may need to delete. And this is why the action is not destructive, because your original references bib is still retained without any changes. The only thing that happens is creates a new purged file, bib file, which is this one, which does not have those extra references. So what we can do is we can always compare these two, right? And we'll see what has been removed and what has not. So we can see the references, the original one on the left, the new references are on the right. You can see that now we don't have Shang 2020, right? We've also removed Millipede, Holden, MBR, Phillips, etc. And so you can see also that now our new references purge, which is the references underscore purge, but we can rename it if we'd like. Now it has gone from, the references have gone from 500 lines to 300 lines of code. We have reduced it significantly. We've removed 17 references that were not mentioned anywhere in the text. So what we can do later is, if you'd like, now that we have, we can keep the references as a legacy bib file if we'd like, or delete it altogether, but I'm just going to keep it. And I'm going to create this new underscore folder old, where I'm going to put the old references, and I'm going to rename the references purge as references. So now you can see that there has definitely been a change here, right? And now what we can do is we can compile our article with PDF LaTeX. I think we compile it twice here. We type PDF LaTeX twice, just to make sure. And Biver twice or 3 times, sure. And then PDF LaTeX again. And this is not my tool, by the way. This is just like LaTeX compilation with references. Okay. So after we have compiled now, we should see I'm just doing it to test that, now with our new references, which has been shortened significantly, just here, I believe, right, to 316 lines. And let's see if it actually passes the test. And it does. You see all the references here, right, on almost the last page before appendix, and they're all there. And just to double check, we'll also do a global find function, global search with question marks, see if there's anything that has been left out, and nothing has been left out. There's only these 2 question marks which are actually part of titles from different papers, right? This is actually a question. This is actually a paper title framed as a question. We have two of those with that format. And so with that, I'd like to close and finish this video. Thank you for watching. I hope that you found something, that you found this function relatively interesting and applicable to your case. Like I said, I think it's actually quite a great function to use, especially when you're submitting things or collaborating with people. You don't want to give them .biv files that have more references than that are actually used, right? All right, so thank you for watching again, and see you on the next one.